Good evening and welcome on in to another episode of From Day One. The frauditors, auditors, offsets, and Karens are all ready. Let's begin.
Viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey guys, Never Met Your Audits, aka the Mile High Auditor. Back at it again for Leonard's court date. See what Brenda has to say. We have business here. We got to file our complaints. I told you guys I was bringing people with me this time. We got AQI audits. Of course, I got Sweet Tea here. We got the legendary Regan Benson and amazing audits in the house, guys.
So let's see. We have a nobody frauditor,
Right.
a complete Karen,
Right.
a second Karen,
Yes.
and also a crackhead auditor.
Yes.
Very good. Very good entourage you have there. On a side note, Denver Metro Audit used to steal Grand Theft Auto's music for his intro, and now he doesn't do that anymore. So good thing. I called him out for it, and he stopped doing it.
Probably because Rockstar
So
Games
let's
finally
go see
figured
if they
out.
do better. There's the judge, guys. There's the judge. In the Toyota, the white Toyota.
Just a disclaimer, I already covered part of this video. It's because Denver Metro Audit uploaded the second part last week where he gets confronted by the police officers. But he only uploaded the part where he gets owned by the judge today, so that's why we're covering it now.
Got it.
Yeah, that's her. I think that's Brenda. Guys. Seriously. 45 minutes. Okay, that's fine. I'll sit around and hang around. Okay. You guys need to stay out with us. What are you talking about? Is the public lobby? I have business here.
No, I'm sorry. Sign up there, please.
They're trying to know the court is in the court. In the court.
In the court. Yeah, no, room.
No, I'm sorry.
In the
Hey, don't
court.
touch me. What are you doing? Don't
Not
touch me.
in the building.
What are you doing?
It said in the court.
Are you no, it says in the building.
No, it says in the municipal court.
That's this building. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, I need to do it.
I need to close the door, please. And what's this new trend with ambushing judges? This is the second time it happens this week. The first time was Craig and Ty. They ambushed a judge in a parking lot and were trying to intimidate him with a bunch of other
Because
people.
they're
And
idiots.
now you have Denver Metro Audit doing the exact same thing.
No, not you.
So are you saying I can't do it?
Sorry, there was somebody here.
I need to close the door.
We need to come in and do our business. We have to.
Sir.
Sorry, I have a cop.
Would you back off then, please?
No, we need to come in the building or nowhere.
I'm sorry. You can't.
Yes, and we have business here.
No, you don't.
What do you mean I don't? How do you know I don't have business here? What are you
If you
talking
want to
about?
come in, that stays out.
Down?
Who are you?
Hi, boxers.
And Foxers is just the name of the puppy dog that's here, actually named Foxy. Back to the moron harassing the judge.
He's in the jail there.
If you want to come in, that stays out.
But we're not in the court. We're in
If
the
you
list.
want to come in, that stays out.
What is this?
Yeah,
Is this a municipal code?
Where's the order for this? I don't
Yeah,
see
that's just a
any
sign.
citation.
There's no penal code.
Who are you?
Anything. He's asking you your name. He needs you to identify.
No, he doesn't need to identify. Is that a law or something? Is there a penal code attached to that? So no, he doesn't need to.
Citation for what you're stating.
Yeah.
What law are you?
There's no penal code or anything there. There's no CRS. There's no municipal code.
Are you doing an order? Let's see your order.
You want to see a copy of the order?
Yeah.
He goes out, you come in and get a copy of the order.
Well, give us a copy of the order.
No, you want to come in, leave your cameras
No, I'm
outside.
not leaving the camera. Just bring us the copy of the order. No?
If you want it, you come in and see the clerk, but you leave your
So you're
cameras.
holding this
You
order?
leave your cameras outside.
Hold this.
I'm gonna walk right in.
All right, here you go. Hold this. There we go. All right, here we go. Hi.
So we got the judge right here is blocking us, guys. Sure. So Judge, what was your name again? Since you're giving us directives, I need you to identify yourself.
You need me to identify myself.
I need you to identify
What
yourself.
is your name?
No. I asked the questions, not you. You work for me, bud. See, you work for me.
No, sir.
Yeah.
Sir,
Who are you? You're blocking the doorway. Who are you?
Yeah, we're coming into a public building that we pay for.
conduct public business. Excuse this building.
Thank you, Dumbledore.
Now the judge is doing a very valiant effort at keeping these frauditors at bay, because keep in mind, he's not a young guy, and amazing audits can be very scary to normal citizens. First of all, he always have a little bit of foam on the side of the mouth, so you don't know if he has rabies. He has those
He does. He's got
wide
rabies.
open, cracked out eyes, so you don't know if he's about to go off at any minute.
Yeah, you're refusing service to the public in this
You won't identify.
facility?
There's no CRS, there's no municipal code.
Who are you? At all? To be talking to me. Who are you?
He's God.
You're gonna give directives.
Who are you?
You have to identify
Mr. A.
yourself.
I'm Mr. A. Doesn't work.
Here comes the cops, guys.
Good. Bring them cops over here. Is this your judge you're gonna protect?
What a piece of shit. So his strategy to get his way with people is just cough in their face. What an asshole.
Correct. I agree with you. That is an
Just
asshole.
play cool, okay?
Let him speak. I just want to know his name. Horrible.
Oh, he's recording us, guys? We're gonna get a FOIA request of that.
I need to close this door, and I need you to back off.
I need you to move out of my way, not impede my movement, so I can come into a public building that I pay for.
Not gonna
And
happen.
I also need you to identify yourself. You're giving me orders and directives. You have
Oh,
to identify
so
yourself.
not gonna
You're
happen.
capable of giving a directive. Yes, you do.
When you're blocking the exit, you need to identify who you are in order to give it.
And your name is?
I'm good.
Idiot.
Oh, that's your name?
Yeah.
Could I see
Yes,
some
his name is
identification?
Idiot.
Your identification, please. Who is he?
We don't even hear him some guy. We're just some guy.
He's the one blocking the doorway.
Sorry, you asked for like what the number is?
Oh, wait.
So we are in, guys.
No clue.
Oh, I see him in the back.
So he tried very hard to keep the crackheads and Karens at bay, but at the end of the day, he's a judge. He's not a security guard, so it's not his job. Anyways, the police will come and put them in their place.
Sounds good.
Hey, folks. It's posted, no recording.
We wanted to see the chief judge's order or like municipal code. There's no municipal code posted.
Step outside.
No, we're already in here. So
You're refusing?
You want to show
You're
us?
refusing?
You want to show us
You're
the code?
refusing?
You want to show us the
Are
code?
you refusing?
Of course they're refusing. They're idiots.
I want you to show us the municipal code.
refusing to step
I want you to
outside?
show us the municipal code, sir.
Sorry.
There's nothing posted, sir. It just says no video recording. There's no municipal code.
What is your
Back
backstory?
up a little bit.
I'm good.
Can we get your name? We have business here.
No, you
And
don't.
we've already been recording in here for the last couple times we've been here. So.
I'm just trying to get your badge number.
So to be 100% clear, one of them has business there. He has a court date. The other ones have no business there. So I'm gonna fast forward because, like I said, I already covered this video in another video.
That's
and I don't
good.
wanna
Please do.
duplicate content. So let's move on to the conclusion of this story.
All officers here. So what I'm asking you before we leave is that for you to not be an order follower is a violation of our First Amendment right, and to honor your oath, right? If all the police officers and the deputies stop enforcing these unconstitutional orders, they'd have to stop writing these orders, right? So that's all we're asking. We're asking to do better, okay? So, but we at least do appreciate your demeanor and your professionalism. You didn't identify in the beginning, but you've been pretty good. I appreciate that. You can do better, man.
Thank you. You can. All right. You got the letter, so you get no more filming in here. Let's go.
So just to recap what happened, they were asking to see the judge's order before they left, and it took a while,
Judge showed
about
them.
20 minutes, but they got the judge's order.
Oh, they did
handed
get it.
to them, and now the frauditors have no choice but to leave, or else they're going to get arrested. And of course, they know what they're doing is illegal, and they don't want to get arrested, so they finally leave.
I'm only gonna tell you one time. See ya.
You better, man.
All right. You have a good day. You're a clown, bud. All right. You too. You have a good day. Thank you.
So there you go. They got removed. So the judge did a really good job by standing up to these idiots.
Alright, and give me a second here. We're going to get rid of the background noise and continue with more content. Alright, and here's our next one.
How would you feel if you couldn't be reached in an emergency because you couldn't afford a reliable phone plan? The truth is, many Americans can't afford cell phone coverage.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we are back in the UK to cover yet another shambolic court appearance by Reggie from Policed by Consent. He's in court charged with failing to provide a specimen of blood after a positive test reading for cannabis following a traffic stop a few months back. But as is always the case with Reggie, he refuses to give his name, so the hearing never gets going and descends into chaos, which ends with security being called and him being booted out of the courtroom. But stick around until the end of the video because there is a conclusion to this case in the form of a conviction and sentence that may impact his right to travel shenanigans in the future. Right, let's get into the video.
I can confirm that I'm Reginald, I'm not Mr. Austin. That's an implied truth. You know what quite well.
So if I can't confirm that that is the defendant for me, then you would be able to proceed to take part in the
what is Mr. Austin defending?
Can't get any further information.
Sir, we're quite content to address you in any way in which you prefer.
I'm Reginald.
Once we have identified that you were the person who was due.
I'm not a person, I'm a man.
Well, sir, once you.
I know you've got authority over a person, which is the implied trust. I know this. I've been studying for 7 years.
Come on, Reggie. Watching YouTube videos and listening to conmen for 7 years is not the equivalent of going to law school for 3 to 5 years here in the UK to earn a law degree.
And I know you're committed to have no reason. You haven't got a claim against me. I'm here to redress Chippy because the police, acting as police, went into my property.
So we can't progress any further at all.
But what about my property? What's been taken and stolen from me? When am I going to get it back?
Just think about this one for a second, Reggie. How can they give Reginald Austin's property to you? Because by your own claim, you may or may not be Reginald Austin.
We can't progress any further at all, sir, unless we can be satisfied that you are the person we believe you to be. Now,
I'm not a person. I've just told you I'm Reginald, a living man. You presume on presumption that I'm a person and I'm acquiescing to that. I'm not acquiescing to any of your action statutes. I'm a living man and I've got rights on your land, and you know that. You know you're committing malfeasance and you're trying to coerce me into your legal system, which is not going to happen because I've been studying law for 7 years. Somebody stole my property, £1,200, phones, mobile phones, from my house without a warrant, took my property, my key, and locked me in a cell all night when nobody's made no claim against me. I've done no wrong to anybody, and if anyone's got a claim against me, let me see that claim and let me face whoever's accused me. That's all I ask. I remain in honour. I'm an honourable man. I speak the truth, and you know this, sir. I'm here to redress the wrongs done to me.
An honourable man who speaks the truth wouldn't lie to his followers on YouTube and Facebook about how he got his car out of the pound. You said you didn't need to get your car tax to get it released. I showed that you did, and that's just one of many lies I've caught you in. If you feel the need to lie about simple things like that, then what else are you lying about?
I want my property back. You've held £1,200. You left me with no money and put my life in danger by committing these crimes of malfeasance and overwising in a public office. You're supposed to be here to serve the people, not to cause the people problems and take property from people on fake paperwork and warrants when I've done nothing wrong. I understand how the system works, and I'm very, very clear on the fact that I'm a living man with rights, and you're violating these rights.
Poor Reggie, he thinks referring to himself as a living man over and over again somehow puts him above the law. Of course, we all know how ridiculous an argument this claim is, but just to be certain, let me reference a recent case, Salmon versus Leeds Crown Court, judicial review where a sovereign citizen tried to make the same claim, that he was under common law jurisdiction and didn't consent to statute law, because he was, like this guy, a living man. The judge in this case concluded that the defendant, quote, has a number of misguided ideas about the law, and the magistrate's court has jurisdiction to try him for the public order offence he was charged with, by virtue of the Magistrates Court Act 1980 and other legislation. The claimant's consent was not and is not required for statute law to apply to him. Therefore, his case is dismissed. I know many of you will want to read this case, so I will link it below in the description. Right, back to the so-called living man.
And can I have your identities, please? Can I have, before we continue, can I have all your identities, please? I want to know who's that.
I represent the Crown. The Crown has made a charge against Mr. Reginald Austin in relation to a matter of failing to provide a specimen of blood going back to the 8th of October 2021.
Can you show me the obligation to this charge,
that
please?
this individual is Mr. Reginald Austin, who relates to this charge, then I would ask that the gentleman be removed from court.
Can I have your identity, please?
Has no dealings with
Can I have your identity,
Austin's
please, look,
matter.
you're committing a crime.
I'll proceed on the basis that Mr. Austin is deemed not to be here for his trial and ask that
We've been through all this last time I was here.
absence.
So if you've been through this before and know how this ends, then why do you persist with these ridiculous arguments? You know, it's a sign of insanity to do the same thing over and over again and expect different results.
I want redress. I've had property stolen from me. This is supposed to be a place of justice. Where's the justice when you're allowing people to steal my property over a night? A DUI, driving under the influence with no evidence presented. There's no evidence presented that I've done anything wrong. I voluntarily took a test which they tampered with, and I've got evidence that they tampered with it. Right, and I refuse to give a blood test, which I don't have to give. I declined the offer. I don't, and you know the law. I do not have to give no blood test to nobody. And if they accuse me of something, they have to have evidence to back that claim up. Show me the evidence. Show me the evidence. Show me the claim and who's making the claim.
No, dummy. All the police need to do is show evidence in court of you refusing to provide a sample of blood at the police station. And you've just made that job even easier by basically admitting it in court. You had the chance to give a blood sample, which, yeah, you can do, but failing to provide a sample of blood without a reasonable excuse is an offence in itself, much like refusing to provide a sample of breath back at the police station when you've been suspected of drink driving. And just saying, I do not consent to statutes and acts is not a reasonable defence.
Are you having a problem with your phone? Don't waste time and money searching to find a solution on your own. Quickly connect.
So the court cannot be satisfied that the
It's not a court, sir.
defendant, Mr. Reginald Gary Austin, is present. So in those circumstances, we're going to retire briefly. The court can be cleared and then we can reconvene.
What about my address, sir? What about my property? When it's going to be returned to me? I want your identities, please. Please, can I have your identities? Call this justice. You all know what you're doing to committing a crime. Why don't you identify yourselves if you're not doing nothing wrong? I'm not going to let this go, you know. Every one of you is going to be held accountable for what you're doing.
Said every sovereign citizen and freeman on the land ever.
Are you the trustee of the Setter Gavey Trust? Are you acting as trustee? You're not going to answer me?
They're not answering you, Reggie, because, well, you're an idiot. And because they have absolutely no idea what you're prattling on about. The, and I'll try to pronounce it a bit better than Reggie here, Sesquibi Act of 1666 does not declare everyone in the UK dead. I can't believe I needed to say that, but there you go. And certainly doesn't have a secret birth certificate trust account attached to your name. There's absolutely no evidence that this is or has ever been a thing. Nobody cares about your pseudo-legal woo. Call security already.
I want your identity, please. I want your identity. Prosecution. Can I have your identity, please? Hello? Can I have your identity, please?
I'm sorry, could you move
Please, you're
over
making
there,
claims
please?
against me. I want to know who's making these claims.
I don't know who you are. Could you go over
I'm
there,
Reginald.
please?
I'm Reginald.
Can you go over there, please?
No, I'm Reginald. I need your identity. She made claims against me and she will identify herself.
Can you go, please?
Yeah, when I hear her identity, I will.
Won't give it to you.
Why? Because she knows she's breaking the law.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Go.
Exactly.
Go on, Reginald. Go.
No, I need their identity. Breaking the law. I want her arrested. Can you call the police, please? Because I want her arrested. She's making claims against me, false claims, and she won't identify herself.
Come on.
That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works.
You shut up, come on. Go on, Reginald. Go on.
You'll all be held accountable for all this, you know, you will. Really will.
You can still use for trying to...
Go on. Reg, dogs in the car. Dogs me stuff in the car, come on.
Yeah, I'm coming on, mate. All respect to you, sir, but this woman's committing a crime, and no one's addressing this crime. She's acting a malfeasance in a public office. She's impersonating a court official when it's not even a court, and she knows it's not a court. Look at her running away, go on, flee. Like it says in the Bible, the evil people will flee. Honest to God.
Go on, get out of here.
Why isn't the magistrate holding this idiot in contempt of court? This is the second time this year they've needed to call security to have him removed from the courtroom. Not doing so just gives him the confidence to continue to walk all over them. But all that's about to change. Spoiler alert for the outcome at the end.
You know what I'm talking about. Why don't you identify yourselves? Hey, because if you're something right and you're lawful, you should identify yourself, because you've got nothing to worry about. Why won't you identify yourself? Because I'm not dead, you know. We're not living in the world of dead, what you're administering dead trust.
I'm not dead. What a statement to make. How is he not embarrassed to utter those words? The magistrate should have held him in contempt and sent him for a mental evaluation.
What do I do? Because they just want you to leave against me.
Well, you can get that. You can make a phone call, can't you? But at the minute, what you don't want it to do is escalate and get worse, isn't it? Yeah. So they're asking you to leave. So let's reasonably do that, and then you can do that. Yeah, I've said you can make that phone call, but at the minute, if they're feeling intimidated, that's why I've been called in. That's why this chap has been called in. So the best way, because of how you're coming across at the minute, quite agitated. So they're just asking you to leave. So come on, I'm not going to leave.
You are not honourable. An honourable man would have given his name to the court on request if he was innocent of all charges and wanted to clear his name. An honourable man wouldn't walk into a court and accuse everyone in that court of ridiculous crimes during his own court hearing.
You need to leave at the minute. Because I believe they've made the decision. They've made the decision that they're not going ahead with this case now. So they don't want you in the courtroom so they can do the matter. I don't know, do I?
I do, because putting that malfeasance to the public office.
Well, it's them what they're doing.
I will seek
make a complaint if you're not happy with it, then can't you? So at the minute, just leave. Reginald, you could... No, come on.
Can we go outside? Let's go outside. Can we go outside? Come on.
But you know the law. Somebody makes a claim, right? They need to know who's making the claim. That's the law. I've been studying
Okay, so what happened after this? Well, a few days later, the court issued a warrant for his arrest, and he was subsequently arrested and held overnight and taken to court the next day, where predictably he started spouting the same sovereign citizen rubbish he did in this video. But this time the magistrates removed him from the court and put him back in the cells. The magistrates then threw the book at him, with a 2-year driving ban, a £700 fine with court costs, and a 2-year suspended prison sentence. So this is definitely going to impact his right to travel shenanigans, unless of course he's stupid enough to get back behind the wheel. and my educated guess says he is. Anyway, thank you for watching, guys. I really do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then please leave a like, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. And if you really enjoyed it, then please consider supporting me over on Patreon, or you can leave me a super thanks. Take care, and I will catch you in the next video.
Hi, we are Woodger.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is a follow-up to the Aussie Sovereign Citizen arrest video I posted a few days ago. So if you haven't seen that video yet, then I recommend watching that one first so this all makes sense. Anyway, here he is in court at his mentioned hearing, which is the equivalent of an arraignment hearing in the US, if I'm not mistaken, where he attempts to countercharge the police with armed assault, armed kidnap and attempted murder. Because, of course, that's what happened. Anyway, this video starts out with him speaking to the prosecutor before heading into court. Enjoy.
The name you probably heard is Peter Bartolo.
My
name's James.
P?
So P-I-E-P-E-R.
So is that that's your name here?
James Bartolo.
Yeah.
Oh, so you have no problem giving your full name to the court then? Just not to the police? Though you did have a warrant out for your arrest, so I can understand why you wouldn't want to give your details to the police.
So we're giving the 1 camera footage?
Yep, I've got that.
And have you sought legal advice?
No.
Okay, and what do you want to do with the charge?
I want to continue my prosecution.
Okay. You want to set for trial?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is so there's charges 1 to 6 relates to what happened in Burley Heads, and there's also like a photo appear for charge 7.
I'm not concerned with those. I'm prosecuting the police who attacked me and assaulted me. So they were involved in armed assault.
Yep. So
armed kidnap.
Okay. Yep. So you can, I can't give you legal advice. You can sue the police for that, or make a complaint, or do whatever you need to do.
I'm prosecuting them. That's why I'm here.
No, but you're here because the police charged you for 7 charges.
Oh, I'm counter-charging.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yep.
Yeah, good luck with that. The body cam footage doesn't show you in a very good light. It clearly shows you resisting arrest. What's even more concerning is that you think you're in court to charge the police with these phony offences. You're completely delusional, mate.
So for the 7 charges, so we're going to list charges 1 to 6 for trial because you say not guilty. So the police will give you a brief and give you evidence and come to court and magistrate determine whether you're guilty or not. Is that right?
Oh, I'm really not guilty.
Yeah. What are you doing? What are you doing with photo appear? There's a photo appear charge that you didn't come to court on 9th of March at Beenleigh.
At Beenleigh.
9th of March.
Oh, that was a while ago. Yeah, that's been sorted. So
Well,
that got moved to here.
Yep.
And then
So
the next date, I think, is August.
So is that a charge? I plead guilty for that charge or not?
No.
The photo appear, you didn't come to court.
Oh, okay. So what happened with that? They didn't notify me correctly. I wasn't notified. That's why I didn't turn up.
Okay.
Because otherwise I would have turned up.
So you want to show cause?
Was that?
So you want to show cause? Okay.
Well, what's that mean?
You explain why you didn't come to court. You say because the court didn't notify you. Therefore,
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
No problem. So if you go into court 8, and the magistrate will give you a trial brief date. We'll give you statements, brief recordings and certificates.
What's that mean? Brief recording certificates.
It's called brief of evidence. It's the statements. Officer will say about what I saw, recording of the camera footage.
I've got footage. Yeah.
And transport will give you a certificate saying on this day you were not licensed because you had a spur, whatever. Because your license is suspended by a spur.
So I don't want a certificate. What's this certificate?
Police and transport will give you a certificate saying your car that you drove is not registered.
Okay, I don't want that. I have no need for a certificate.
Well,
why would I need to have a certificate?
We need a...
Because the law says so. Specifically, the Transport Operations, Road Use Management, Vehicle Registration Regulation 2010. Unless, of course, you think you are somehow above the law.
We will give you a certificate.
You can keep it. You can keep it if you want, but
So you say your car's registered or not registered?
I don't know. That's not really my concern.
You want to at least all the charges for trial? Is that what you want to do?
Well, no, I want it dismissed.
Yeah.
I want all those charges against me dismissed as petty and trivial because that's not the matter here. The matter that happened is I was attacked unlawfully, unprovoked.
That's what I said to you. You can go sue the police. You can do whatever. You can go lodge a file. But here is the charge against you for now.
So how do you suggest that I prosecute the police for what they did to me?
You go get your legal advice that they can sue. They can sue the police. You can sue the police.
Well, doesn't the word sue just involve monetary exchange, like getting money?
No. Yeah, you can.
I'm not seeking. I'm seeking remedy as in justice, not money. Yeah. Like I want those police removed from the police force, and I want them to get psychological recovery, rehabilitation for their aggressive behaviour. I want a public apology.
Yep.
Wow, the land of make-believe.
Dude, you are completely delusional, and this sounds like projection if I'm being honest. Look, this goes without saying, or at least it should. The police are authorised to use reasonable force to arrest a suspect who is physically resisting arrest. As soon as you stopped with the nonsense, they were cool with you.
Yep, no problem. So
I want that kind of stuff. I don't want to sue them because, from what I know, suing is just to get money. I'm not interested in money. I'm interested in justice.
Okay. So just go to court 8, and Metro will give you a date. Okay. For to come back.
Okay. So today. So what do you call this court? Is this a hearing or what?
No, this isn't a call. Mention what are you doing.
So this is a mention.
Yeah.
So apparently, a mention is your first appearance in court in Australia, where you enter a plea. So yeah, it's the equivalent of an arraignment hearing in the US.
Okay.
There are countless worlds out there to be explored. So much.
Okay, so does a hearing come after a mention?
Yes. Hearing is when the witnesses, the police that saw you on the day come in and then give evidence in person, and you can ask them questions.
Isn't that a trial? So the trial's after?
Yeah, trial's the same.
Oh, trial and hearing is the same word.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I wasn't aware of that.
No problem.
So this is just the mention. So they won't even review the body cam footage at this point.
Yeah, so me and my subs, which consist of law enforcement, some retired law enforcement, lawyers and judges, have already reviewed the body cam footage and come to the conclusion that you're an idiot and you clearly resisted arrest. So good luck with that.
Oh.
There's 200 people here, and then you can't have other officers who deal with 200 people here, otherwise they wouldn't be in place anyway.
That's probably a good thing, isn't it? Be a lot safer out there on the streets.
So you go to court 8 and wait for your name to be called like last time.
Okay. Awesome. Thanks, mate.
The next matter is a matter of high profile
James, yep.
This matter is contested, so we're seeking a proof of evidence, summary, trial, and a review action date. Because I 5 weeks for a brief, Your Honour.
And just to be clear, Mr. Piper Bartolo, you've got...
It's James, Magistrate, thank you. Just please call me James.
Sir, you've got 7 charges before the court. Are you contesting all of them?
I'd just like them dismissed, Magistrate.
No, are you contesting all of them?
Yeah, well, that's contesting. Just wanting them dismissed, yes.
He cannot answer a simple question, can he? He's ridiculous.
I direct that the prosecution disclose a brief for all charges by the 21st of July, 2022. Now, does the prosecutor have your phone number, sir?
Beg your pardon?
Does the prosecutor have your phone number?
Who's the prosecutor?
This prosecutor here.
Did you
I
provide
don't
the
know.
police with your contact details?
They should be in the system. I received text
Yes,
messages.
I do have his contact
Yeah.
details.
Well, you'll be notified when the brief is ready for you to collect. You'll have to collect it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So how many witnesses are there?
Your Honour, there's only, I believe, 2 witnesses that I can see on the file.
And are there any, with respect to your evidence, were you planning to bring anybody with you for the court date?
There were other witnesses there, Magistrate, but I wasn't able to get their contact details. I was kidnapped at the event. I was actually attacked by these police, and I'm in the process of prosecuting them with counter charges of armed assault, kidnapped, and attempted murder. That's why these charges against me, I'd just like them dismissed as petty and trivial, and I'm seeking a remedy for the attack on me, a living man.
The prosecutor is proceeding with the charges against you.
Oof, so much for your charges being petty and trivial. From what I can see, Queensland Police do not play around when it comes to resisting arrest charges, so good luck getting them dropped. As for your witnesses, well, it will not look good if their testimony contradicts the body cam footage. That's if you can even locate them now. But my guess is they've done a Google search of you and, well, the rest is history.
So if you want to contest the charges, that's fine. You're entitled to do that, and you will have a summary trial to do that. We may list it for half a day.
Yes.
When's the next available? Probably maybe end of August, early September.
It's right at the end of August. There's 22 August. It's a Monday.
That's
4 days a bit later. 25.
25. Make it the 25th of August.
That's the trial date, Your Honour?
Yes. With a review mention on the 4th of August. The review mentioned the 5th of August now. Alright, the matter will be adjourned to Court 10, 11:30 a.m. on the 5th of August. The matter is listed for a half-day summary trial on the 25th of August.
So what time in court was that for the 25th, Magistrate?
It'll start at 9, but it'll be handed out. You have to be in court by 9.
So what courtroom was that?
It'll be court 9.
Court 9, okay. Just because I've noticed they deal with all the legally represented people first.
Yes, they do.
So
It depends what is going on, but this is a hearing, so it'll probably be handed out quite early in the day. But the review mention is on the 5th of August. It's in court 10 at 11:30.
Yep, got it.
Alright, your bail's enlarged, and we'll see you back in court 10 on the 5th of August.
That brief of evidence, Magistrate,
Brief of evidence.
what date was that available to pick up?
Well, it's got to be ready on or before the 21st of July.
21st of July. Okay.
Our office will contact you.
Okay, all right. Good date.
You know, it's amazing how polite he is in this video compared to his arrest video. It's such a contrast, it's almost like he's got some kind of agenda. Okay, so if I heard that correctly, his review mention is on the 5th of August and his summary trial will be on the 25th of August. And he did promise to record the whole process to show us all how to do it. So stay tuned so you don't miss those videos. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe if you enjoyed this kind of video, and please check out my Patreon for early access to content. And if you really enjoyed it, then please leave me a super thanks. Take care all, and I will catch you in the next video.
Welcome to all-wheel drive 3 from Pedal.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we've got a sovereign citizen, or more accurately, an American state nationalist, turning a warning for no front registration plate into an arrest for failure to present and carry, because he's convinced that the 14th Amendment grants him the right to operate a motor vehicle on a public road without registration plates. But this Oregon state trooper is not having any of his nonsense and arrests him in under 5 minutes. Right, let's get into the video.
Could you identify yourself real quick for me, please?
Okay, listen.
Officer, what's your name?
I'm Trooper Harris,
Harris?
from the Oregon State Police.
What's your number?
So hear me out here. Okay, my DPST number is 53673.
Thank you so much.
All right,
now
hear me out. All I'm stopping you for is because you don't have a front plate displayed on your vehicle.
That's not illegal.
Here in the state of Oregon, you're required to have a front plate.
I have the right to travel. It's my
I'm
14th Amendment right.
That with you here on the roadside.
It's the
If you
law.
wanna go to court,
It's the
we can-
law.
Sir.
It's
Okay,
the law.
so
You
what I
can't.
need to
I'm
explain to
exercising
you-
my right.
Okay.
Yeah, driving is not a right, buddy. You do need a license plate on your vehicle. Oregon Revised Statute 803.540 is pretty clear on the requirements for a registration plate, and so is the law for failure to carry and present. And no, the 14th Amendment does not grant you the right to operate a motor vehicle on a public road without a license plate, for obvious reasons.
Okay, here in the state of Oregon, you have to carry and present.
This is the law
Okay, it's a
everywhere.
crime if you fail
No,
to
this is the
carry
law
and present.
everywhere. This is my constitutional rights you're trying to stamp on right now, and I am not allowing that to happen.
Okay.
I know what my
Can
law
I
is.
talk and then I'll let you talk?
It doesn't matter. I don't want to hear anything. I don't want to hear anything from you.
Okay.
I do not consent, dude, at all.
Just call for backup already. You cannot reason with willful ignorance on this scale, no matter how hard you try.
Here in the state of Oregon, you have to carry and present a driver's license while you're driving on a public roadway.
You do not have to
Okay.
know that is a lie. That is a lie. That is a lie.
All right. So
That is a lie. That is not true. You need to go and do your research. Go and figure out what law that you took an oath to uphold, and I am exercising my right as a United States citizen traveling in these lands as a traveler. I have every right to travel anywhere I want. Look it up, okay?
Okay.
I don't have to identify myself. I'm not breaking the law. I'm not doing anything wrong.
Okay.
Like, I know how this is going to end, okay?
How many times have we heard a soft-sit predict the future like this, only for the complete opposite to happen? They're as bad as First Amendment auditors for their terrible predictions.
Exactly.
I'm not doing anything wrong.
Sir, listen. All it was going to be was a warning and an education that you need to put a front
I
plate on your
don't, though.
vehicle,
That's the
okay?
thing. I don't.
So all I have to do
I don't.
is positively ID you.
No,
As
you
soon as
don't.
I'm done
No,
with
you
that,
don't.
then
No, you don't.
we
I'm not giving you my
satisfy
ID.
the
I didn't break any
present here in the
laws.
state of Oregon, and then I can get out
No,
of here
that's
and I
a
can
lie.
go
That's a
do my-
lie. You need to look up your law. You need to look up your law, okay? You need to look up the law of the land.
So, as we will soon learn, this cop is no stranger to soft-sits. So, he calls for backup because, well, he knows where this stop is leading.
3519.
Do you even know what right to travel is? You can. It's okay if you don't.
Sir, I know there's lots of stuff on the internet.
No, it's not the internet. It's your constitutional right to travel. It says that I can travel with my possessions. I don't need to discuss it in court. It doesn't have to go any further than this right here. I know the law. And if you decide to violate that law, I will have your job. I'm telling you this. I will. And I will, I'm telling you.
This is definitely not the first time I've been down this road.
Okay, I think it is the first time. I think this is the first time you've ever heard of any kind of information like this. Right to travel, okay? Your 14th Amendment, right? Says I can travel without registration, license, without anything, with my own property. I have the right to travel as a United States American, dude. Like, look it up.
Yeah, look it up where though, that's the important thing. I bet if you ask for a source for his research, I'd get a link to a sovereign citizen website. That's the point this copy's trying to make. There's a lot of nonsense on the internet.
Like, I'm not like sitting here trying to bust your balls, dude, but you're harassing me right now. I was going about my day trying to have breakfast, man. A warning. For something that I don't need. It's crazy. You should probably look that up, though. And I'm just recording so I make sure I have copy for everything. But you should look it up, right to travel, though. You really should, before you start.
Like I said, this has been about the 25th time I've gone down this road.
So why didn't you just say have a good day? Why didn't you just say have a good day then? I'm not violating I am not breaking the law.
Positively ID you?
You don't need to. You don't need to. You don't need to. I have a right, dude. So you can just stop anybody and just tell them to ID themselves? You're lying. You said you could just stop anybody and tell them to ID themselves? For what? I'm not doing anything illegal. I know this. I'm not. You're not required. Unless you're driving for commerce. I'm not driving for commerce. I'm traveling, buddy.
Like I said, sir, I've been down this road many times.
Well, obviously you haven't, because you're sitting here wasting my time and trying to violate my rights.
Time, sir, because all I need to do is positively ID you, and we can both go about our day.
I'm not letting you positively ID me. Okay. I know my rights.
Well, here in a second, we're gonna figure that out.
I'm not driving under commerce. I'm not driving for cash. I'm traveling, dude.
Here we go again. It's irrelevant whether you're driving for commerce. You're obviously interpreting the word employed in incorrectly. Black's Law Dictionary actually doesn't say anything about driving being commercial. When it says a person employed in, it simply means engaged in the activity of, as in, how do you employ your time? The idea that employed means remunerated for is utterly wrong and just shows that this sovsit and sovsits in general are lacking in basic education. Plus, courts have consistently ruled that the constitutional right to travel does not create the constitutional right to drive.
And right now you're harassing me. No, I don't, brother. Seriously, man. You guys aren't listening to me.
Okay, so hear me out.
You're going to arrest me for what?
So listen.
Go ahead. I'll have your job.
Pause, because I want this to go easy, okay?
I do too.
I could be the
you're gonna assault. He's about to assault me.
Hey,
you're about to unlawfully arrest me.
Sir, listen to me. Okay, give me 30 seconds and then I'll give you a minute, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, good luck with getting a sovereign citizen to shut up for 30 seconds. I give him, 10 seconds before his overwhelming impulse to spew nonsense kicks in.
So, right now, this is what's going to happen. I need to positively ID you. If I'm not able to do so, I can detain you and take you to jail, fingerprint you, positively ID you.
For what?
As soon as I know you're identified.
For what?
Sure.
I'm going to have your guys' job at the end of this.
Like
I'll go down to the jail. I'll go down there. I don't really care.
You have to carry and present.
No, I don't, dude. No,
Okay.
unless I'm breaking. I'm not
about ready to
breaking any
put you
laws.
in
You can't just
handcuffs
ask me. You
Okay.
can't just. I want your
Sir,
supervisor here.
is there anything
I'm asking you to speak to your supervisor right now.
Give you your ID.
I'm asking you. No, I'm asking to speak to your supervisor right now, and you have to let me do that.
All right. So right now.
Okay, I'm having your job. I'm having your job, you guys. Letting you know that I want my phone. Give me my phone.
Hey. I'll get your phone in a second. Calm down.
I'm okay. I'm fine. You guys are about to have your jobs taken from you. You guys are fucking violating every right that I have right now. I got you. Don't even trip. What's your name? Could you please identify yourself, please?
Sure.
Sir? My phone?
Martin, Josephine County Sheriff's Office.
What's your number?
60009.
Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome. So.
Oh my God. So you arrest me for what now? So what are you arresting me for?
Yeah, so that's how you turn a simple warning for a license plate violation into an arrest for failure to carry and present. He was given numerous opportunities to identify himself, but it was obvious from the very beginning of the stop that he wasn't going to comply because of his skewed sovereign citizen beliefs. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then please leave a like, share and subscribe. And if you would like
Alright, with that, we will leave the soft stitch for the evening. Of course, Art Bell comes up in the overnight. As always, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. You be kind to one another, and you release the Krakens. As we start this evening and every evening from day one. Hey, you want to tell them bye-bye? Say bye-bye. That was our good friend Addie here. Hope you have a great evening. Good night, everybody.